Good evening all. This is Prof. Chakravarthy from JNTU, Kakinada, Andhra Pradesh. Sorry for the delay. So there is a bandwidth issue here. Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, now it is audible. So, okay, we can begin then?
Yes.
Okay. Friends, thank you so much for joining us, and the presentation is here. So at the outset, I welcome all of you, and thank you so much for joining us for this session, which is how to educate, how to make the people aware, particularly the education leaders, regarding prevention of cybercrime. Today's speaker is Professor A.S.N. Chakravarthy. He is the Professor of Computer Science at Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University at Kakinada in Andhra Pradesh. And I'm very happy to introduce him. There are many achievements to his credit, like he received the Association of Scientists, Developer and Faculty's Best Professor Award from the Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Pondicherry at the Global Awards. Then he has received the Association of Scientists, Developers and Faculty's Best Academic Researcher Award from the President Board of Director, One Development Company, Bangkok in 2014. Then he also received Association of Scientists, Developer and Faculty's Best Computer Science Faculty Award from the Minister of Tourism and Minister of Electricity, Mr. Tyagarajan, at the Global Awards in 2015. He is also a recipient of Uttam Acharya, that means the Best Faculty Award, during the National Award presentation ceremony held just 3 years ago at Vijayawada in India. He has been a member of IEEE, professional membership of ACM, life member of Computer Society of India, life member of Indian Society for Technical Education, IETE. Like that, he has a long list of achievements to his credit. So once again, I welcome you and thank you, Professor Chakravarthy, for joining us. And I request you now to take over and start your presentation. Thank you so much.
Good evening, Professor Sharma. I think my voice is clear.
Yes, please. It is clear, and we can see the presentation as well.
Yeah. Good evening, all the dignitaries. The main agenda. Sir, I think you are logged in. You are logged in two devices.
Just check it now. I think are all off.
From Mohammed Asin, something from the
two devices. Then you need to.
Yeah.
Let's say something now.
Now it is good. No, even from Mohammed Asin Ahmad, from where we are getting the ticket.
I think it is okay.
Yeah. Sharma asked me to give a short note or lecture on cybersecurity for the education. So it's very crucial, especially in the education, because during this COVID time, everybody used different or also we have different online learning environments for all the students. So there are different devices connected in schools or colleges, and people we connected through online tools like video conferencing tools to deliver our lectures. So these are the cyber attacks what we have in the education. Mainly 5% we have denial of service attacks, 2% we have phishing, 12% we have ransomware, and 36% we have data breach. So if we list, there are so many attacks happening on the education field related to cyber attacks. So So this is the learning environment what we have seen, starting from the blackboard to the e-classrooms. We are using video recordings, social networking, we are using cell phones, smartphones, tablets, and we are having the live stream also. So that is how the phones, the tablets, the laptops, the desktops we are using for sharing information around the globe. So now these are the e-classrooms or classrooms what we are having. There are collaborative rooms. Then we have the MOOCs. We have these online platforms where we are discussing different things. So web conferencing, which is allowing the participants to host or attend meetings via the internet. So we have different online softwares, or we call them as video conferencing softwares. We have Zoom, we have this GoToMeeting, we have this Google Meet, we have WebEx, Cisco, and all these things. And specific users of these web conferences, mainly presentation or webinars and conference calls, and running different product demos and face-to-face customer support. And mainly we are using for the classroom deliveries. Even some people, they are using virtual labs, mainly the CSE or core engineering branches, they are using virtual labs for doing different online lab setups. So is video conferencing is secure? The mainly it based upon the encryption or the network security what we provide for the video conference. So earlier people say that Zoom video conferencing is not secure. Later they made different changes in the level of encryption, and based upon the sensitivity of the data, the level of encryption was enhanced, and now even the military organization, they are building their own video conferencing tools. So here at JNTU Kakinada, we have our own video conferencing platform, which we call it as eDarshini, where we can talk to almost 10,000 people at a time. If it is a streaming mode, 1 to 1 lakh people, we can do it. So now there are so many attacks happening on these conferencing platforms, mainly bombing, snooping, compromisation of sensitivity information, and hacking. So people, they can enter somewhere, they can enter into your Zoom meeting or GoToMeeting. So they may cause disturbance. Even they may be listening what you people are discussing. They may take the screenshots. They may disturb the class if it is a classroom environment. And even they can hack, and they can control the entire meeting, and they can do all the administrative things. So what we are doing nowadays is we can have the web conferencing security, where we can have the access restrictions. So you can have the session logs. Nobody can enter into the session once the session is started. Even the credential termination. So whenever you are giving any credentials for a particular session, so those credentials will be used only for that particular session. And also we can have the role-based access controls, like admin will have a different access control privileges. The normal user will have a different access control privilege. So for example, if there is a meeting, the admin can share the content. If the same privilege has been given to all the people, everybody starts sharing the screens. That's what happened when during the pandemic situation, that's what happened. Where teachers, without knowing how to have these role-based access controls, they started using all the video conferencing tools, and students, they started sharing the content. They started writing something on the whiteboards of the video conferencing tools, and so on. And also there may be dynamic privilege management of all these web conferencing tools. So there are 5 top tips regarding these web conferencing tools. First thing is, we need to use the latest version of the software. And if you have the proprietary version of the video conferencing tool, definitely it will be updated periodically. Until and unless you stop doing the updation, it will update automatically. Remember, all the updated version of the softwares will have all the patches regarding security and all these things. And some tools like Zoom, they may collect the personal data like email ID and the phone number, job titles. But my request is, don't share your meeting link on the public forums on the social media. As I said, since it is a normal meeting, nothing will happen. But if it is a meeting where we are discussing some confidential information, the odd man out may enter into the meeting and they may cause the menace over there. And also, before using all these online or this video conferencing tools, we should familiarize with all the features of that particular platform. And also, we can have a personal meeting ID for each event or for each conference. So the host, what they can do is, without creating any new link, they can use the personal meeting ID for all the meetings what they host. And anyhow, people will do this. They switch off their cameras. And if it is necessary that you need to switch on your cameras, see that there may be some virtual background or the backgrounds will be dull so that nobody can take something out of your pictures. So if you are the host of any particular meeting or the conference, you need to take some extra precautions, something like you should retain the control of the screen. Otherwise, the people who are gaining access to your screen, they may write something on the conference meeting. And also you should restrict the ability to screen share. For example, for this GoToMeeting, anybody can share. But if the proprietary version of the video conferencing tools, only the host can or the co-host can share the screens. So such kind of controls you should have when you are hosting any meetings. As you know, these are some examples of video conferencing tool what we use. Ultimately, each conferencing tool has their strengths and limitations. The only thing is, according to your usability, according to your security requirement, we should use different tools. And parents and teachers, so all teachers may be parents, so we should educate our students the importance of cybersecurity and how to apply the security measures when they are online. Even it's better to have a 1 week session for all the freshers who enter into the universities, like maybe the degree students or the PG students. When they enter into the campus, we should have at least 1 week a cyber awareness program for all the people so that they'll come to know what are the things they should do when they are online. So already because of Modi sir, already we are conducting cybersecurity awareness program as a part of Amritotsav, this thing. Till now, from the JNTU Kakinada, we have given awareness program for almost 10,000 people. In that, almost 5,000 women are also there. So we are conducting cyber security awareness program for the government employees, for teachers, for children, school children, for engineering students, and also for women and girls also. So we think that cyber security awareness is not necessary for us. Since we are using gadgets, we are using all digital online platforms. Definitely we need to know how to protect us or our family from all these situations. So there are different recommendations for all these web conferencing tools. So log, monitor and alert everything the platform allows, and use a new meeting ID for everything if you don't want to use your personal ID. And importantly, use strong passwords which are 12 characters or more, and your password should be strong for the video conferencing. Turn on whenever a particular user enters so that you'll come to know whoever is entering, and also you should enable the waiting rooms and mute, and also set something called as mute participants on arrival, and also restrict all the meetings only for the authenticated attendees. As I said, turn off your videos and share only the specific applications, not the entire desktop. But here I'm sharing the desktop because I want to show you different applications here. That's why I'm sharing the entire desktop. And if you are a host, keep your host pin is private, which is very sensitive. Now we'll move on to the cyber crimes. Is my voice is clear? Just check. Hello?
Yes, please. It is clear.
Yeah.
Dr. Chakravarthy, can you click on this hide the Google Meet? There is one message at the bottom of the screen. Click on the hide next to right to the stop sharing that button.
Yeah. I think now it is good.
Because it was over. Yeah, it is clear now. Thank you.
So people think that they may be doing different things online and they think that nobody is observing. So around the globe, somebody may be observing all your online activities, whether you are browsing something, whether you are opening a website related to your Amazon or Flipkart, and if you are seeing some kind of items or browsing some kind of items online, or if you are doing WhatsApp calls, even people nowadays, they are doing WhatsApp video calls. They think that WhatsApp video call is a private and nobody can see it. Sorry to say that most of the students, they are doing these WhatsApp video calls. Okay, so they are sharing the private videos, they are doing private, they are sharing private pictures also, but even the WhatsApp can also be hacked. Somebody can take your pictures, somebody can take your videos, because see, phone belongs to you, but whatever the communication media you are using, the network is not secure. So it is open to all. Anybody who has technically skilled, they can hack your network and they take your thing. And also, whenever you install some softwares into your mobile phone, without knowing what that particular software will do, we allow or we give all the access privileges to the particular app. Maybe allow access to the contact list, gallery, even we give the root privileges without knowing what may happen. But if that app is genuine one, no problem. Otherwise, if it is a third party app and it is sent by some hacker or cracker, so that particular person will have a remote of your all the applications. He may control all your applications. Even he can take data from your mobile phone. That is why when you are installing some softwares, be careful that give the required privileges. Or sometimes you can say that only for this particular time you give privilege when you are using the app. Otherwise, you don't give, because there may be different access privileges for all these apps which you are installing. Remember, installing apps in your mobile is very, very carefully you need to do. Otherwise, those apps may send the information to the owner of the app who created the app. So every day there is a growth in the cyber crimes, exponential growth, mainly in the India, from 18 to 22 and 23 till now we have almost 12 lakh cases we have in the India related to cyber crimes. There are various types of cyber crimes: call spoofing, dating websites, fake matrimonial profile hacking, deep fakes, picture morphing, fake loans, job call letters. It depends upon different. Like for example, Wi-Fi hacking. Normally we go to different places and we'll search for the Wi-Fi. If there is a free Wi-Fi is there, we try to connect it. Though we have this Airtel mobile data or the other data, normally the human tendency is we look for the high signal strength Wi-Fi, and if it is free and it is open, so definitely we'll connect to that particular Wi-Fi. But the problem is we don't know from where that hotspot is coming or the Wi-Fi is coming. Since it is open, we'll connect it and we'll be doing all our online activities. So if it is normal activities, nothing will happen. If there are banking activities, definitely we lose some money from that. A Bangalore businessman, he lost almost 20 lakh rupees while he was traveling from Bangalore to Mumbai. So in an airport, he got this kind of hotspot and he connected to a Wi-Fi without knowing from where it come. So he was doing all the banking transactions. He lost some money because that Wi-Fi was a fake one and it was from an imposter. Not only that, as I said, video conferencing scam. So if you don't take proper precautions when you are organizing video conference, definitely people may enter into your video conference and they take all the sensitive data. And most importantly, when you are giving the mobile to the mobile repair shop, we need to take out of the SIM card and the memory card, and also it's very important to save all your files somewhere and you keep a password for that. normally without noting all these things, what we do is we give our mobile to the repair shop, and the repair shop person or a technician, he may take all your personal data, he may copy it. If the personal data is having any images, they may copy those images, mainly especially girls or women, and they can morph those images, and all the images they can sell to the dark webs. So all the porn websites, they are paying money for all these morphed images. So compulsorily, if you are giving this kind of mobile to mobile repair shops without taking any precautionary measurements, so some people, they are selling your pictures, mainly especially women and girl. And the other thing is, without noticing or without taking any precautionary measurements, we are mainly girl or women, they keep their pictures as DP, they share the status, and they keep images in the snapshot. They keep images in the snapshot. So everywhere they keep, as I said, the hackers, what they do is, not only the hackers, people who are into this kind of business, they download the image and they do morphing. Even the TikTok videos, they can morph. So there are artificial intelligence tools where anything can be morphed. I'll show you one or two images where the morphing is happened. Picture morphing, we call them as deep fakes. Okay, even the Facebook, they are doing the cloning. So they can have the alias Facebook account of a particular person. And from there, they send you different requests to add them as a friend. And there onwards, they started asking money. So my own Facebook account, recently it was hacked, and people sent me the message that, sir, your Facebook account was hacked. So it happens because of our negligence. So it happened because I could not made one privacy setting in that. So because of that negligence of not doing a particular privacy setting, so it was open to all, and somebody made a clone of my own website, and they started sending messages to all the people who are in my contacts. So that's what, in the Facebook or Twitter or even in your WhatsApp, Instagram, there may be something called as a privacy and security. So my request is, today you open all your such kind of accounts and search for the privacy or the security settings. Definitely there may be something called as a multi-level authentication or multi-factor authentication. So gone those days where we are using only username and password. Now, not only the password, we have the OTP, the CAPTCHA, and there are something called as Google Authenticator, which give a random password. And also, if it is banking applications, for example, ICICI Bank is there. If I want to do some kind of transaction, what the ICICI Bank will ask is my password, okay, and OTP will come, and next, before committing a particular transaction, it will ask a 2 digits on my card, debit card. Okay, so the debit card, backside of the debit card, ICICI debit card, one grid will be there. There A to Z numbers will be there. For every number, they'll give 2 digits. It will ask those 2 digits of a particular D or E. So that is how nowadays the multi-factor authentication is working. Not only that, if somebody want to open my WhatsApp, they need to do 3 things. One is the face biometric, next is a pattern. Then again, finally, they need to have my finger biometric. So 3 levels. So that is how we can secure. The only mantra for cyber security is prevention. Prevention is better than cure. So what we can do is we can go for such kind of multi-factor authentication. Even if you are using different passwords for different network accounts, so what we can do is we tend to keep the same password for all. But the mantra for having the passwords is to have different passwords and complex passwords for all the different applications. But the problem here is how to remember all those passwords. Maybe nowadays, most of the applications, what they are doing is they are sending OTP. So I have some banking accounts where either I can enter the password, or I can enter my mobile phone where OTP will come, one-time password. that I can enter and I can log in. So where the burden of remembering all these passwords for different applications has been reduced by the applications itself. So that is how the trend is going on related to the passwords. So we have more cyber crimes, and also we have different preventive measures and sophisticated methods to enter into different applications. Even most of the universities from the this is a big fraud happening over there, mainly different regions of the India. Bogus certificates, bogus degree certificates scam is happening. So there may be multi-level marketing, people involved in you, and internet auction fraud. So this is what I called, this is the deep fakes morphing. Okay, happened with some artificial intelligence. So that was the original image what, and they have mixed the body with the other face. The same thing happens to your images also. Even the parents who are there, the teachers, I request you not to keep your daughters' images as DPs. Don't share your daughters or wives' images as a status. You know, the status can be taken, it can be downloaded using status downloader. Even the images what you keep on Facebook, they can be taken screenshots. And as I said, they can do the deep fake. So I have one colleague, his daughter used to do TikTok videos. So almost 4 years back, what happened is the TikTok video was morphed and it boomerang and it went to different places. And again, it came to our own WhatsApp groups. So we shocked to see that particular video. So that might happen, that may happen to you already. If you already kept DPs of women or girls, or you are sharing women or girl images over there, definitely most of the images are already there in the dark web. So we may not believe, or we don't want to believe that, but it is a truth where people are behind the images and videos. So harassment is increased a lot, and we can give complaint related to women related things. Every police station will have a cyber criminal cell nowadays, and cybercrime cases against the women is increased 28% during the COVID, and also since 2019 it has been exponentially increasing. Women or girl, so there is a website which is called as a CyberSafe Girl. So you can visit that website. So there are so many cases, even teachers over there, you can go to this particular website and take different case studies. And I request you to give all these case studies to different girls, so that all these are real-time case studies, but the names were changed. So anybody, they can go to this particular website and they can see it. So as I said, the first step in becoming cyber safe is the awareness. So ransomware, as I said, without knowing what it was, we try to download different attachments comes to our mail, but that particular attachment may be a malicious program like a ransomware. So it may enter into your system and it may encrypt all your files. So unreadable format. So I'll show you one a real-time screenshot of a particular system. So this is a desktop image of a revenue officer. So without knowing what it was, he downloaded a particular attachment from a mail. So it entered into the system. It has been encrypted, all the files in his system. And after that, he got this kind of message stating that you need to pay some money. The only problem is if you pay money, we don't know that whether they give the decryption tool or not. Even they give the decryption tool, we don't know whether it will work. Even we pay some $300, they may ask something more. So that is only maybe 5% chances are there to get that recovery of all your files. So what we can do is we can have our own decryption tools. Maybe there are some open source decryption tools we have. So you can go there and download all the decryption tools, and you can take or try to take the backup of your files. But the best important thing is when you have a sensitivity data or very important data in your system, try to take backup, periodic backups. As I said, prevention is better than cure. So we can have a periodic backup. That's why nowadays storing information in the cloud is so popular, where even though this kind of ransomware attacks happen to any system, since they have the backup data in their clouds, they don't bother, they don't pay money. Anyhow, we know every day, even I receive, or everybody will receive at least 10 messages, something like this. When you click on that, it will redirect it to different websites where they'll ask different information, mainly the date of birth or your PIN and all these things. So this is one of the screenshot which I clicked on. If you see here, it is asking the full name, address. Not only that, it's asking mother's maiden name, ATM PIN. So no link will ask the ATM PIN. And also it is asking the credit card number and also CVV number. So since we are in this kind of fields, we might know about all these things, but there are people who don't know about this and they are entering the data in this kind of applications. It's our duty to spread the awareness. So sharing is caring. Just we need to share all these things with our near and dear so that nobody will prey of all these cyber crimes. Next, the IoT, the enhancement in the technology. IoT, we have this driverless car. So fine. So without driver, it will go. The only problem what we have is this driverless car is having navigation system and also a software which controls everything in the system. If a VIP is going in this driverless car, there may be a threat where the hacker or some terrorist, he can change the controls of the car. Even he can change the navigation system itself. So cameras. So everywhere we have cameras and we don't bother about these cameras. If the camera, mainly IP cameras, so from anywhere in the world they can be compromised, and the hackers, they can take pictures and videos. Mainly women or girls who are going for shoppings. So be aware of all these cameras, wearables, and the patient monitoring system. So nowadays, this patient monitoring system are fully automated. Hospitals are there where everything is automated, and starting from the patient enters into the hospital till the patient go out of that particular hospital, everything will be kept in the database. So what happens is somebody can hack the network, somebody can hack the database. They can change the values there in the database. For example, for a patient, he is a VIP. For a patient, VIP patient, maybe a MP or MLE is admitted into this kind of smart hospital. The terrorist can enter into that. He can change the prescription values of a particular medicine. For example, a medicine A is there. It has to be given only 5 ml. So he may change to 10 ml. Okay. So that kind of things may happen with this patient monitoring system. That kind of threats we have. So there is a possibility of security attack on these kind of patient monitoring systems also. So that is why we require high authentication and security when we have automated systems like this. This is the smart meter. Soon we have all these smart meters in our India. The only thing is these smart meters are also compromised. They can be compromised and the readings can be changed. So again, we need some kind of security. The government should have some kind of security for this smart meters. This is the digital home or digital hub, what we have, Digi Home, a smart kitchen, everybody wants it. But the only problem is, again, we have threats for this kind of automated homes. So because these homes will be controlled by some technologies here. We take, we keep data in the cloud. We use Wi-Fi, Zigbee, or we may use radio frequencies. So since all these are different communication related things, they can be hacked. And even most of the smart home hubs, what they do is the owners, they stick to the default passwords. They don't change the password, or they keep the password which is very weak. In that case also, these smart home hubs can be hacked. And as I said, using the smart home, what we can do is from the office itself, you can switch on your AC, even you can switch on your geyser. But somebody want to do some harm to you, what they can do is they can change the temperature of the geyser, or they can make the geyser malfunctioning. So if you touch that, you'll get a shock and something may went wrong. Okay, that kind of things may happen, or that kind of threats we have in the smart home hubs. So this is a original photo taken from a Wi-Fi link or a smart home. So somebody hacked it because that password was a very weak password. So we don't bother about keeping the passwords, but password is very, very important when we are discussing about cybersecurity. Not only the password, the username is also very important. Don't keep easily guessable usernames and easily guessable passwords. So we can type our phone numbers, and we can check whether our number is compromised or not. Not only that, we can enter our email ID, and also we can check whether it has been compromised or not. So online, you can check for the strength of your password, the strength of your email IDs, and also we can check whether your phone has been compromised or not. So these things can happen online. One second. I think you can see my web browser. Can you please?
Yes, please.
Now I'm checking my mail ID. So just I'm seeing whether it has been compromised or not.
Yes, there is red flag.
There are 18 data breaches. Okay, now I do a small correction to this. Now see.
This is good news.
Good news, but the thing is, I have created this, but I am using this only for the Play Store or somewhere else. Okay, yes. So regularly I use this. That is why it has been compromised. Even the other thing is domain-specific mail IDs.
Benil bhai, namaste.
Even if you see the domain-specific mail IDs, they can be hacked or they can be compromised. People think that even domain-specific mail IDs nobody can compromise, but they also they can be compromised. Okay.
Try my email ID rcsharma@aud.ac.in. Let us see.
Good news.
Wow, very good. That's okay. Good news.
So that is how you can check.
This is good. Okay, suppose if there is red flag into it, it says that there some compromise, then what needs to be done?
So go back to your account and change all your passwords. Keep a strong password, and also see how the settings are, and see the privacy settings, and make the privacy settings more. And also this is another one. Even here I can enter.
It's someone spying on you, okay?
But the only problem here with this is it will go to my mail. So the mail will have this kind of thing. Somebody is spying. Somebody means it's not only a person, it may be an application or website or whatever it may be. See, in the twitter.com December 2021. Okay.
Sir,
So
can you repeat this part, please?
Yeah. Which one? This one or this one?
After this, yeah, this one.
This one?
No, sir, next.
Yeah. So shall I paste it in the message box? Now you can type. As I said, it will go to your mail ID. Okay. So it is called as HPI Identity Leak Checker. See, it gives all these things whenever it is. In 2012, my email ID was compromised. Okay, somebody compromised my Yahoo and they entered into this. They changed all the settings. They have sent a mail to all my contact list, almost 3,000 or 4,000, stating that I am in Spain, Madrid, on a family vacation. I lost my mobile phone. I lost my money. I have only the return tickets. I need to pay some $2,000 to $3,000 to the hotel people. Hotel people are not allowing me to go out. So please send me some money. So that was the matter they have sent to all the people. So below that, they forgot to remove this signature where my mobile and everything will be there. And it's clearly stated, he has written a note stating that don't call me because my mobile phone is lost. But typical Indian mentality, so nobody believes that. Everybody started calling me. On that day, I got almost 1,600 calls. So when I seen, somehow he compromised, he entered into this particular Yahoo mail and he deleted all the folders, subfolders, everything. And also he deleted my contact list. But as I said, I have a bad habit of taking backup of each and everything. So frequently or most frequently, I take backup of my contact list also. So I have exported my contact list of this Yahoo. So what I did is, again, I changed the password and I changed all the settings inside this. And also I've imported all my contact list and I have sent the mail to everybody stating that the previous mail was a fake one. So that is how I could save all the people. So that is why we need to check whether your email is compromised or not. Then immediately what you can do is you go back and change your passwords and also change all the settings what you have.
Doctor, there is a question that because of this two-factor authentication or something, sometimes we are saved. But how to strengthen this during the, now since AI tools are so much there, AI applications are there, how to take care of this situation in this context?
See, when there are AI tools and all these things, the problem here is we are getting the awareness, but the hackers and crackers, they are ahead of us, almost 5 years ahead of us in the technology. We are taking these awareness classes, but they are into technology, they are using the technology and they are doing it. So we find 100 solutions for 100 problems. Immediately they are creating 100 more problems tomorrow by using all these tools. So one thing is having awareness of all these things is the first weapon what we have. The other thing is the common sense. For example, there is a situation where on a Facebook Messenger, a message was there from a UK girl. Okay, so she was chatting and she was telling that particular boy that his profile looks very nice and she's showing some interest in the profile. So they started chatting. After that, what happened is she asked the WhatsApp number, and that particular boy is a smart boy and he could not believe those messages. Even though they started chatting in the WhatsApp, maybe after 1 week, he asked her to call. Okay, so using this AI tools, that particular person made some calls, maybe voice calls, but they don't do the video calls. Remember this point, they don't do the video calls. Whenever he asked her to do the video calls, she was telling that bandwidth is not good, that this, and she used to continue in only voice calls. After that, maybe one day, she asked his address to send a valuable gift from the UK. Maybe after that particular message, after 4 days from the Delhi customs office, this particular boy got a call, and they were saying that you received a parcel from UK. From UK to here, they paid already. From this customs office to you need to pay maybe 10,000 rupees. So that boy, he was thinking not to pay or pay. Maybe after 10 minutes, he got a call from that girl, UK girl, saying that, honey, why you are thinking that gift is more worth than the 10,000 rupees? Okay, please pay and receive that particular thing. So somehow he was convinced and he paid that 10,000 rupees through a link which was provided by the customs officer. After he paid the money, all these links were deleted and there is no such page. But when he was searching for the same profile was there. But the hackers, what they did is they made a clone of that particular same Facebook and like defacing, what we call it as a defacing. So they were using their face and they were cheating the people. And when we traced it, we could found that particular girl is a Gujarati man. Okay, so some Ramlal, something like that. And he was using all these AI related tools for voice morphing. And he was using different tools for doing this WhatsApp calls. So he was speaking in Gujarati, but that will be converted into English. And also there in the artificial intelligence tools, there is a provision that they can change the accent also, US, UK, and also the language they can change, the age of the person they can change. So when they are using such kind of technologies, though you are aware of all these things, maybe there is only 10% chance that you may be saved. The word God only can save when they are using such kind of things. But as I said, if you are smart, if you think, when here there is a clue, there was a clue, but he could not sense it. See, when the customs officer called him and he said 10,000 rupees to pay, okay, how could that girl in UK within 10 minutes, she came to know that the officer asked him 10,000 rupees. Understood? So every criminal, they may give some kind of clue. The only thing is we need to use all our senses to get it. But when we are in a hurry or when we have a greediness, definitely we don't think all these things, and definitely will be the victim of all these cyber crimes. So this is a rootkit symptoms what we can have. So there is something called as a malwarebytes.com. So you can go there and you have something called as a rootkit scanner. This is the website what we have. This is a free rootkit scanner what you can have. You can download this. As I said, there will be two types of apps you can download. One is a free, the other one is a proprietary one. The free may be giving almost 70%, 80% capabilities, but the proprietary will have more than this. So if you are using for education purpose or for doing this kind of conferences, you can download this and you can explore these things. Okay, when you have the slow computer performance, definitely everybody may be having this kind of problem. Immediately you can download this app and you can run it. Okay, immediately when you run, see, already I have run because it will take some time. If here the scan time was 19 minutes 59 seconds. So almost 2,75,150 items were scanned earlier. So this I was doing early morning, because I want to show these people. Otherwise, it might have taken 19 minutes here. So it is giving each and every threat of a particular thing. So morning I could get, if you see here, 7 items were suspected. I have inspected those things and I have deleted that. So those were the malwares what I have inside my system. Because you may have a sophisticated or hi-fi antivirus, all antivirus may not detect all kinds of malwares from different applications. That is why you may use this. This may be one of the beautiful application what I found recent days, Malwarebytes. So if you want, you can take the premium one. If you are in a university and you want to use it for your office, you can take it. It is a scanner which scans all the malwares. I'm keeping all the general security things. And when we are using the web browser, this is very important, that HTTPS. So all the secured websites will have this. If you find here the HTTP, there is no certificate here, definitely it is not a genuine one. So this kind of lock will be provided. Here it is in the right side. Sometimes it will be in the left side. A green color lock will be there. And you can see when I open my websites, these websites, you can see. And if I click on that, you get all the information, security related information about this particular malwarebytes.com. This connection is secure. And what are the cookies they are gathering, everything will be there. And even you can see the certificate of this particular website, whether the certificate is valid or not. So all this information will get. So based upon that, we will come to know that whether that website is a genuine one or not. So this is very important because every day we'll be browsing at least one website. So if you see here, there are two websites here. One is the original RBI website, the other one is a fake one. Okay, if you see here at the left side, this is a HTTPS one, original RBI.org one. And if you see here, e-rbi.gov.in, both looks like same because as I said, they do the cloning of the websites also. But when you enter into this, okay, and there may be different messages, pop-ups, they are called as spam messages. If you click on that, they may be redirected to different websites where they will ask your personal information. All these are the phishing websites. They look like original ones. It is not a gmail.com. It is gmail1.com, ICICI6ANK.com, bank 0F India.com. It is not Yahoo. It is YAH00.com. So there are different phishing websites they create. So we entered into the most important thing. Shall I continue, Sarji? So there are two or three important things related to mobile.
Yeah, let's show some tools. That will be great.
Yeah. So when you see that your mobile is using so much of data and suddenly it is shutting down or so many pop-ups are coming without your notice, the data is drained. So something is happening behind the screen. So there may be some apps which we may not install, or without your notice, some apps, they may install some other apps. Recently, one of the circle inspector nearby my place, he came to me. He has shown his mobile phone. And he was telling that, sir, for every second, one new application is installing in my mobile phone, how it is happening. When I looked into that, there are almost 200, 300 malwares which are regenerating the apps. We try to kill almost 1,000 apps. Even in the next second, more 100 apps or more 100 malwares are generating. In that case, you cannot do anything. So he thought of installing a antivirus, but it is a high time where you cannot install any antivirus. Already it has infected a lot, almost 90% it was infected. In that case, you can go to the recovery mode and you can reset. But before that, you need to take the proper backup of your mobile phone. So this is the thing what I said, prevention is better than cure. If you not provided a proper antivirus tools, then definitely it will happen to every phone. It is one of the important software what we can have, Spyra. So you can download it. So this will track all your phone logs, SMS, Facebook, Skype, even the browser pictures, everything. This will track, and it will give the track report of all the apps what you have inside your mobile phone. Not only this, this is very important. You can check whether your phone is forwarded to some other number or whether your phone is synchronized or not. Nowadays, what is happening is the hackers may send you messages. If you click on the message or any image, one malware or bug enters into your mobile phone, and this phone will be synchronized to that hacker's mobile phone. So whatever calls you receive, messages, WhatsApp calls, they can also observe. That's what we call it as synchronization. If you want to check it, you can check *#21#. You type it. It will show you to which it has been redirected. Not only the *#21#, you can also see this erasing this content. So #002#. So whenever there is a redirection, you found a redirection or call forwarding, you can erase those numbers or you can reset it by entering #002#. Other than this *#21#, we have one more shortcut that is called as *62#. This will give more information about the voice forwarding, data forwarding, synchronization, whether the SMS is forwarded or not, all these things. This also you can use, you can check. Not only you check with all your family members, mainly persons who are having girls or women at your home. Please check whether their mobile phones have been compromised or not. These are the tools in my mobile phone. I use different tools. Okay, this Secure Palm, GeoSecurity, Incognito, Norton family, and LensCap. All these are different things. Even I have the screen lock time password. Among all, first is the LensCap, which we can use because I said without your notice, somebody can take pictures from remote places. Okay, if they take control of your camera, they can take these pictures. So this LensCap, if you enable, so I have enabled this LensCap in my mobile phone. What happens here? So if you try to take the photo, you cannot take. Even in the WhatsApp I tried, even there also it cannot start the camera. So it's very important if the girl or women, they are using this kind of LensCap. So without your notice, if you keep, because we keep our mobile phones everywhere, in the bathroom, even people, they are started using mobile phones at every place. Okay, in that case, if you need privacy, then you can close this lens, put on cap. Then among all these apps, okay, I found this spyware detector or this Incognito very useful. This will give all the statistics about all your apps. It will check the email, it will check the message, it will check the apps also. The app audit normally I do. So if you see the app audit, it will give you the list, how many apps can access your storage and all these things. If you found that there are 70 apps, they can cost your money here. So what I did is I click on this. Immediately I found that all these apps, they can cost your money. If among these apps, you can see if any app is fishy, you can delete it. Otherwise, you can keep it, or you can change the access privileges of all these apps. And also we can have the WhatsApp spy scanner. As I said, we have this WhatsApp spy scanner. It also scans all your activities on Viber, Link, okay, or on WhatsApp also. If somebody hacks your WhatsApp, will come to know. But it happens only in the proprietary version. So maybe it's only 200 rupees or 300 rupees you can purchase. Not only that, the CERT people, csk.gov.in, so they are giving different school tools for this. You can do the e-scan, antivirus, K7 they are giving free. So there are different tools for mobile phone as well as for Microsoft Windows. You can go here, csk.gov.in, and you can download the tools. And especially people who are giving your mobile phones to other, mainly girls and women, you can change the settings. Maybe if I give my mobile phone to others, I
Sir,
change
could
it.
you please show the last slide again? Sorry to interrupt you.
This one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I have posted the URL for this. You can click on that.
Thank you, sir.
Even I'll change this PPT into PDF mode. People wish to take it, you can ask Professor Sharma Garu. Okay. But not only this, if somebody in this August gathering, if they are interested to see more tools, we can have one more session where only tools we'll discuss. Okay.
Certainly, that is a good idea.
This is a place where I have changed from the admin mode to the guest mode, and I give the mobile phone to others. So when I change the mode, so the UI will be something like this, the guest and owner. So the owner can see everything, but the guest, they can do only the calls and they cannot access everything because you can see the lock here. Okay, so this is very useful and find in your mobile phone, because different mobile phones, they have different settings. If you have such type of facility in your smartphone, definitely use this, especially women or girls, they can use when they are giving your mobiles to others, because when you give to others in an owner mode, they can install any bugs inside your mobile phone and they can control all your apps. This is another thing where you can find any lost Android mobile phone. So go to your Google and type find my phone. So you will get different websites. So go to one website, google.com, or find my device. So go to this particular page where you need to be signed in. So I use a particular email ID, which I used for lost mobile phone. So those two email IDs should be same. Then this is the list of mobile phones I have. So a particular ITEL A44, I lost it. So I clicked on that particular mobile phone. So I can do two things. One is either I can ring, or I can locate the phone, or I can lock the phone. So if you think you want to locate, you can locate, or initially you can ring it. Now, if you want to lock your screen, even you can lock the screen, and you can write a note on that also. This phone is lost, please give it back, or you can write your phone number so that somebody will call and hand over your phone if you are having fortune. So this is where we have different things. I could found that particular phone. If you cannot get the phone, two things you can do. One is you can secure the device. The best thing is if your phone is having any sensitive information or your personal photos, you can put the erase device. But only requirement is your phone should be connected to the internet and it should be logged into that same Gmail account. Then only you can use this Find My Device. Even now, the government of India, they are providing different features for finding your phones.
Yes, very recently this CIR portal has been launched,
Yes.
in which they say that you can do a lot of things. If your phone is lost, you can unblock it, you can, and they say that we have so far even traced many mobile phones and recovered them from the person who has them. So that is Central Equipment Identity Register.
People who are using Facebook, this is one of the things what you need to do. So click on that privacy shortcuts. Okay, then go to this page where you have all this information. Change your password and also money. And click on this two-factor authentication. So two-factor authentication, what happens is, not only your password, if somebody want to enter into your Facebook with some password which they know, they compromise. When you on this two-factor authentication, what happens is with the one password, one level they cannot enter. Either they need to use something called as a Google Authenticator, or they need to have a text which comes to your mobile phone. I'll show you the Google Authenticator in this list of tools what I have previously. This is how it looks like. You see here, this is the authenticator. So I use this authenticator for generating random passwords. So I use this for the password authentication of my Facebook. So please, all these things are nothing but like just exploring things. Nothing will happen. People think that if I do something with the settings, something will go wrong. Nothing will go wrong. So yeah, you can add your phone and definitely you will get the confirmation password. And from there onwards, your Facebook will be so secured. Okay, that is what we call it as a two-factor authentication. And here your mobile phone, anyhow, your own mobile phone, all the code will come to you, or else you can use that Google Authenticator. Not only that, Google activity, you can go to this history. So there, normally what we do is, we don't see what are the activities we are doing, but the hackers, what they do is they go to this page where the myactivity.google.com is there, and they see all the activities, what you do with the web browser. So that is why what you need to do is, whenever you have this myactivity.google.com, it will go here. If you click on this, you need to delete all the activities, okay? And also you need to clear the browsing history also. Normally, nowadays, the younger generation, they are already doing it. My kid, now she is in 8th class. She deletes all this browsing history, and also she deletes all the browsing history in the YouTube also. So they are also already doing it. So maybe we need to learn all these things where we need to clear all this browsing history, including the cookies, where all the information of the browsing history will be there.
Professor Sahu has a question.
Yeah.
So can you unmute yourself and please ask?
If somebody is spying, I talk to somebody and somebody knows my mobile number and the spying takes place, what I talk to others and it has been set by somebody else. How can I trace that? Who is spying?
That's what, even the same thing happened to, as I said, one of the circle inspector here. So he thought that somebody is spying. Okay. So then what we did is we have seen what are the application installed in that particular mobile phone. And
Yes.
then we have seen one of the application, it was spying on that particular mobile phone. So we could delete it, but we could not trace who is spying on him. Because that app may be installed from anywhere in the world, and also they may hide their IP addresses. So that is only 1% chance that we can trace them back.
But what is to be done to remove that spy?
That's what I told you. You can have the spy error detector. Oh, that was the
Spy error detector.
spy error detector. Okay.
Yes.
Or now you purchased a new mobile phone and you thought that you need more security. So go to any one of those apps what I have shown you. So you install it, and now onwards that app will take care of all these spywares.
Okay. Because this age is so much that even your own family members will spy.
Yes.
Yeah, that's happening. I'm sharing with you.
Yeah, that is.
Sarji, I'll tell you one case. One case recently happened to one of the person here. So again, the DSP of our local area, he came and he was telling that one girl came to him and that station, she complained about her husband. So the husband, what he was doing is he was spying on his wife. He installed a patch or a bug inside his her mobile phone, and he was spying.
Yes.
So it is happening everywhere. Even if there are girl students, the boys, what they are doing is they are taking their mobile phones, they are keeping a bug inside a girl, and they are listening to all the conversations what they do with their boyfriends.
Yes.
So all these are the real-time facts what is happening.
No, I am not exaggerating, but it is our experience that it is happening inside the family.
Experience.
The family members spying each other and listening who is doing that and what is doing that. So that's good. That we can have this spy dictators.
Okay, thank you. And Professor Chakravarthy, Dr. Maha has a question. Ma, can you unmute yourself, please, and ask?
Yes, sure. I don't know, did he finish so I ask my questions?
Yes, that is clear. You can go ahead.
Okay. No doubt, a very fruitful presentation for today, and it came right on time. Actually, I have 3 questions to raise, and I'm going to be quick. The first thing is how to apply the security measures online when it comes to the children or the students who are working with you via several websites or applications or whatsoever software. This is number 1. Number 2, with regard to scanning malwares, he suggested one of those websites, but we actually, I don't know, maybe we're getting used to the Avira for antivirus. So which one does he, advised to use? Which one functions most to protect our laptops? Because my computer was crashing for a couple of days. The Chrome was crashing, the Microsoft Word was crashing. I didn't know until I have realized that I was hit by the virus or something. And number 3, he has mentioned something with regard to a code, which is #002#. Does this only function for India, or we can use it here in Lebanon? And the last thing is when it comes to money transfer, how do I make sure, let's say, for example, that the website I'm using is not a phishing website, or as you know, it's a mafia out there, so I don't have to fall into this trap in between brackets. And yeah, one last thing with regard to my students, because I'm a university professor and I teach the graduate students in the field of linguistics and educational technology. So I would like to, I don't know, sometimes we receive emails. We don't know what's the source. So we're afraid that, yes, our email might be hacked. And I've just checked, by the way, the website, and you're thankful for this, that my email was really hacked by 5 different people. I don't know who are these people, but how to avoid this in terms of, let's say, students could send something or whatsoever source. Hope I didn't ask for much, and thank you, Ahad, for your answers.
So, shall I?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Yeah, there are different things. One is before your children using different digital artifacts, so you need to tell them how to use them and what are the cybersecurity crimes may happen on that, how to take the preventive measures on that. Okay, that is one thing. Other thing is when it goes to the virus, okay, antivirus. So there are different things depending upon the requirement you can use. So the McAfee you can use, the Kaspersky you can use. And you are telling that though you have antivirus, somewhere your laptop or desktop has been compromised and you found.
Yeah, but actually the scanning malware that you have provided with, I don't recall the name of this website.
Okay.
Do you recommend, let's say, for example, updating our Chrome or our whatsoever software we're using by this, or using the antivirus like Avira or MCAFE, or in the markets there are plenty. So which one am I supposed to advise my students to use sometimes?
Definitely it is a proprietary one, that is McAfee or something else. So whatever websites I have provided to scan the viruses and all those things are like, they are free versions, like maybe one time for showing demos, or people who don't want to buy a proprietary one, they can go for this for 1 time or 2 times they can use it. But if you need a full-time security, definitely you need to go for a proprietary versions of the antivirus. That's it.
All right, that's clean. And what about crashing? Let's say you have certain, whether it's a Firefox or is it a Chrome that is crashing, does that mean that we have to clean our laptops going back to the rootkit symptoms? Or is it we have to uninstall and install again?
Even as I said, with the case of mobile phone, where we try to delete all the viruses, the same thing may happen to your laptop. We need to clean all the malware.
Browser?
Yeah, browser also. But sometimes what happens is, because of the signature of a particular malware,
Yeah,
In-
yeah, it
no-
doesn't function. It's
It-
not
it
an
doesn't
original
function.
copy.
In that case, definitely you need to take the backup of all your important information and you need to reinstall your operating system.
So it must be an authentic copy, otherwise it won't be able to function again, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and the code that you have provided us today, ##002#.
That will function for all the Android phones anywhere in the world.
Okay, not only India, not specific.
That's not for India.
And the last thing was about money transfer. I was asking, how do I make sure that I'm not using, for example, let's say, for example, you have wise.com. This is a website wherein you can use money, you can use your own card for money transfer, for business, or blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, how do I make sure that I'm choosing the right website to make business or to, it's not phishing, it's not a mafia, it's not.
As of now, as I said, if you have that green lock and the SSL certificate, that website is genuine. Okay. And nowadays, most of the online after online transaction, the banking websites, what they are doing is they are verifying that whether you have done that particular online transaction or not. So if you say yes, then only they'll proceed, or they require some answer from you. If you don't,
you
give
mean
answer,
I have to refer?
Yes.
I don't know if I get it right. You mean I have to refer back to the bank, and the bank, they specify whether I have to use this website or not. This is what you mean?
That's what.
Okay.
Number one, you have to see that there is a lock icon appearing on there, and the site is HTTPS. That is the first step.
Yes. He said so. HTTPS.
Yes, and there is that lock icon.
Okay, it's clear. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Any further question from you?
No, thank you.
Okay. Professor Sahu, you have some additional question? Then we will go to Sapnaji. Okay, Sapnaji, you can unmute yourself and ask.
Yes, sir. I have a question. Sometimes malware themselves are, they pose the viruses, etc. They pose themselves as malware detecting apps. So how is one supposed to distinguish between a true malware detector and a fake one?
So even as I said, so we have one website which is called as Virus Total Home. Okay, virustotal.com. So here you can upload a file, even you can upload a URL, and it will search the entire globe, whether that particular file or the URL, whatever you are inputting, is a fake one or a original one. Okay, so for example, I am choosing a file here. Can you see this analysis?
Yes,
Around
please.
the
Yes,
globe,
sir.
whatever the antivirus tools we have, it will be sent to all these people. They are genuine. Okay, so they'll tell you whether it is a genuine one or not. So easily we'll come to know whether to install or not.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, Rajiv.
Yes, am I audible?
Yes.
Sir, Chakravarthy sir, I have a question. Basically, I am using an iPhone and I just checked with the code that you share with us, that is *#21#.
That may not work for iPhone. I found it. Okay. So
But sir, I just when I use that code, I got a message that comes up with the different call forwarding and other features have been disabled.
See, from version to version, like Android to iOS and the Play Store, whatever it may be. Okay. So these shortcuts may change. So whatever I shown, it works very well for the Android.
Okay. So whatever I am getting, then it's showing that my phone is protected or the call forwarding have been disabled. All the messages coming up on the screen as well.
It's coming, then it is working for the iOS as well.
Yes, yes. So that is the reason I'm asking you once again.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. I think I have. That was the question. And one more thing, sir, is that I do a bit of study about cyber things as well. So I have a question. As you pointed out, that websites with having HTTPS and with a lock is they're 100% genuine, because I came to know that there are some websites even with HTTPS, that is the SSL lock they have, but still they are fake.
Yes, 100% correct. So there is at least 20% chance that even though they are HTTPS and padlock on, in that the hacker may have all the spywares or the spam links and all these things. So that's what, as I said, one thing is it's your common sense what we need to use, and the presence of mind whenever we are visiting all these websites.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
And then there is a safety measure that never find the customer care number using Google search or something.
Yes,
It's always
we should not search for customer care numbers on the Google, because whatever comes front at the top, okay, because of this search optimization engines, what they do is they keep fake numbers. The hackers keep the fake numbers and they make that particular fake number as the top list by using the optimization search engines optimization. So
Yes,
that is why
that's
people search for call center numbers on the Google.
Yes, yes. I understand. Thank you, sir.
That's it from my side. Thank you very much. For,
Dr. Akriti has a question that is it safe to accept all cookies?
one second.
The last one.
So in the chat box, I have typed a question.
Yeah. So is it safe to accept all the cookies? See, you can accept the cookies, but immediately you can erase the cookies, because some websites, what they are doing is they want to know your location. Okay. So though the website is genuine, they ask for different types of cookies. It's not safe to accept all the cookies, even though most of the website, even though you don't accept the cookies, they allow you to enter into the website. So initially try not to accept the cookies and enter into the website. That is the best thing what we can do. If it is does not, or if it gives any choice to accept, because it may give the list of cookies. If it is doing that, allow only some cookies. Otherwise, you accept it. Immediately you try to erase it from the web browser.
Okay, there is another question by Dr. Usman. It is just about Rajiv question below your URLs. To what extent the popular brand of mobile gadgets are compatible to cybersecurity?
As of now, they have not mentioned anything in the Gazette or in the IT policies of related to this mobile phone. Okay, regarding the manufacturers, but Chinese mobile phones, they think that already they have some kind of malwares inside that. So again, it's up to you which mobile phone you choose. But the popular brands, definitely they have more cybersecurity things.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Friends, any other question? Otherwise, we will wind up the session. Dr. Sahu, it is showing your hand raised. So is it the previous one, or you have some supplementary question? Okay, I think we have a reply to his questions, so he forgot to close it. Anyway, friends, thank you so much for your interactive presence. And okay, please, yeah, go ahead, Sahuji. Okay, thank you so much for your comment. Thank you so much. So friends, thank you so much, and
thank you for the session. Ramesh sir, thank you for organizing it. Shama sir.
Thank you, Benil. Thank you so much for joining. Nice to have you. So friends, I had posted the link for our WhatsApp group also for future sessions. We look forward to your presence and do join us. And now stay cyber safe, as is the motto of this session. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you for listening. Jai Hind.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sharma sir, Sharma sir,
please.
I hope our speaker would send in that PPT and you're going to share that as PDF with all of us.
Definitely.
I will share.
Yeah, we'll look forward to all of this information, sir. Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful session.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And, Professor Chakravarthy, I thank you so much. We are grateful to you for joining us in this session. It has been a wonderful discussion, as well as you have provided the practical tips to our colleagues on how they can stay safe, either using computing device or mobile devices like that. So thank you so much, and we look forward to your presence. Maybe in some another session we can have specific tools which are targeted towards the.
There are some more tools we can discuss. Yeah.
And then maybe we can include some of the AI tools also, because you have been doing such a wonderful work about MOOCs development, cybersecurity, online teaching, learning things, the teaching learning practices. So some of the AI tools which are good for our faculty members, our colleagues who are teachers in this gathering, it will be good, wonderful for them. So we will decide, and we will come back with the announcement soon. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, bye everyone. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ramesh sir. Thank you. Bye-bye. And good night.